Welcome to the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade in color, General Coast Podcast versus Friends. Episode 8. I am MDefMac, your number one co-host, and I'm just gonna hang here.
Alright.
Well, have a good nap.
Yeah, okay, good night.
That's it, show's over.
Oh, I guess we're done here.
Oh, good night. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
I mean, listening. I mean, never mind.
I think we're all a bit tired.
Yeah, thanks to you, Lucky, again.
I'm the reason that this episode happened.
You're the reason this episode is late.
Yeah.
I am the most vital part of this team.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
It's something the public doesn't know, but it's just, you know what? I don't care that they don't know or not.
Okay, so who's Ben and bullshit?
That's me. I'm your co-host number 1, host number 2.
And the human embodiment of Crackle, the retarded dragon. Lucky.
If I looked like that, I'd be making money in a sideshow. Unlucky.
Sure. Sure thing, retard.
Wow.
You know what? That's rude, yeah.
How rude.
Oh.
How rude.
And who's our guest this week, MDefMac?
Yes, who's our guest?
Oh, some dude.
Some dude, yeah.
Some guy. He does things on Tumblr.
Yeah.
He draws Pinkie Pies and writes about Pinkie Pies.
Yeah, it happens.
And wants to have sex with Pinkie Pies.
Does a lot of
Oh,
extracurricular things with Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
Extracurricular, because I'm, taking a class, right?
Yeah. And his name is Synthetic Earth.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to this fucking cavalcade of retards. So.
Oh, you're really rude
Welcome
tonight,
to the
man.
beginning and to the end.
You say retards, but really it's just Lucky.
Yeah.
You know what? If you want me to
say retarded, I'm just having more fun than you.
Oh no, it's just that Lucky's retarded, but he has an effect on people around him. They just become dumber because of him, just being around them. So
he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
And if my mom's listening, hi mom.
Yeah. Intelligence.
Hi mom.
In all likelihood, she'll.
Don't live with your mother. Shut up.
Alright, let's get on the metal shit. Yeah, we have a live stream. It's pretty boring. Nothing much happens in there.
Last live stream was filled with fat pony, thanks to me.
Yeah, because Lucky's in the fat chicks or something, I don't know.
No!
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Actually kind of disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm not into fat chicks. Just putting that out there.
He just likes those fat rolls. He likes to go and...
I don't know about you guys, but I've been completely honest about what I'm into on this show, and that's just not one of the things.
He's into like digging into those fat rolls and finding like pizza rolls and...
Actually, I'm kind of right now.
2-week-old egg rolls, oh.
2-week-old egg rolls, deviled egg, a dead cat, a small Chinese boy. For some reason.
An elder god.
An
elder god.
I said an elder god.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yog Sothoth. So yeah. You can watch Lucky draw out his fantasies on live stream.
I was only using one hand to draw that fat pony, by the way.
Good for you. Not to mention it was Diamond Tiara, so that means you're a pedophile.
Excuse
Hey, plenty of people
My picture is over.
Or what's it called? Folophile or something?
Something like
No, dude, there wasn't anything sexual about the picture. At all.
Oh, you be...
There was nothing sexual about that picture.
I'm inflating for no apparent reason. How embarrassing.
No, it's...
Huh?
Oh no, I'm inexplicably inflating again. How embarrassing.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
sorry, I don't watch that video 15 times a day. So, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, there's a Steam group that I never fucking mentioned. I don't know why it's still running. It's got like 40 people in there. I don't know. You can go join up. There's no like servers or anything. It's just, I don't know. Just go search for the Electric Brony, the old name. I just never bothered to change the name. I don't think I can even change the name. So yeah, there's a Steam group. I'll post up the link later. So yeah, let's fucking get this train wreck moving. Cool shit.
We'll off the rails in the crazy train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, say something.
All right,
so
my first cool thing for this week is the Ponies of Color Tumblr. Ponies of Color is a Tumblr that endeavors to compile all of the art in the fandom, including the Tumblr mod's own art, of all of the ponies in the show, drawn as humans of varying races, usually races that are perceived as minorities. So there's a lot of African American, Pinkie Pie, Filipino Twilight, Islamic Fluttershy. It's a very nice Tumblr. It's a lot of good art and some very interesting takes on what people might have their headcanon as what race the ponies would be if they were humans. So it's very cool. There's a link in the show notes. Definitely go check it out. Give them a follow if you're on Tumblr. Very awesome little blog there.
Nice. And my first cool thing is not pony related. It's the Tumblr for Vice, the Vice magazine, who also do the Vice. They do a whole video series called like the Vice Guide to, and they've done like the Vice Guide to North Korea, Vice Guide to Liberia, and the Vice Guide to North Korean work camps in Russia. Really amazing videos, and this is their Tumblr where they post up various articles. Like one of the recent articles is how if you want to whiten your teeth, rinse your mouth out with your own urine, because that's the best teeth whitening product. And lots of other really interesting topics. Is just Vice is a very controversial and very interesting news organization. So definitely check that out, I'd say. So that's all I have to say about that.
All right, I guess it's my turn then, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Forrest Gump. Anyway.
Yes, I...
Call me Forrest Gump.
You call me.
Yes, I'm very...
anyways, I have a couple of cool things this week, finally. I don't have to talk about Pony P anymore. Yes.
Even though it's your favorite Tumblr?
Even though
It really
of course,
is, isn't it?
It's my favorite thing of all time. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Okay.
No, yes. No. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So my first cool thing in the week is Sims Gone Wrong Tumblr. It's oh my god. It's a compilation of a bunch of screenshots of glitches in The Sims. Mostly Sims 3, or just the most, looking at it right now, it's just the most hilarious things happen in The Sims when the game fucks up. And it can get really funny. Like, people flying and deformed cats with eyeballs that pop out of their ass and things like that. It's really funny. You should check it out sometime if you want a good laugh.
Or
That's the first thing I've got. It's not pony related, it's just The Sims, except it's really funny. You should check it out. But yeah.
Neat.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
I said
That was a sarcastic need.
Neat. Oh, that's cute there. That's cute there, Lucky. Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, hi, Lucky. It's cute.
Yeah. So, Synthetic Earth, you got something, actually.
Yeah. So, recently in the past 2 weeks, I have discovered this blog called Ask Pinky the Artist on Tumblr. And it is one of the cutest blogs you will ever see that is made for Pinkie Pie. I swear to God. I mean, this guy's art style is actually amazing. So I would actually give it a look, because if you like cute pony art, that's where you go, right?
Yeah. And I'll legitimately say, oh, that's adorable. It is adorable.
It really is.
Oh, that's
especially when she cries.
Oh my god, when she cries.
Yeah.
Best.
Oh, it's so fucking.
I live off of the tears of ponies. This is how we live.
The tears of ponies remind me that I live.
And that they don't exist anyway. What a sad thought. What a sad thought.
Let's Pinky, stop being so cute. I like being cute. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely a good Tumblr to follow because it's adorable. So, Ben, what do you have? What's this Navi Sirius shit?
Navi Sirius is a relatively new artist. This Tumblr just went up last week. I found it just after we recorded our last episode. And he's an artist. And he draws sort of show, like the same style as the show, the same art style as what's seen in the show. And he draws a lot of suggestive stuff and a lot of porn as well. There's a few interesting pictures that are up on his blog already, and I definitely suggest you check them out. There's one in particular that I really, really like, and it's of Trixie giving Twilight a blowjob, a horn job, except that her horn is between her legs.
And Twilight's crying.
Twilight's crying.
So, very interesting artist. Just started. Definitely give them a follow because their stuff is great.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. Interesting.
Not to say that's a bad thing. No, definitely.
Yes.
No,
not at all. Not at all.
Seems interesting. Okay, god damn it. Now I'm using the word.
Okay, so you done with that?
Yep.
You gonna eat that?
Alright. The one I have is called Bipolar Rarity. And it's Rarity, and she's bipolar. She's fucking insane.
It's actually the best blog.
Yes.
The best blog I've ever seen.
Yes, it is. My favorite one is where we get to meet Fluttershy. And it's the process of Rarity completely scaring the shit out of Fluttershy, even though she says she doesn't scare Fluttershy. It's it's basically Rarity's barely functional, and it looks like Sweetie Belle has to take care of her. Because
the premise is actually really sweet, though.
What's that?
I said it's really sweet, the premise,
Yeah, that Rarity's completely batshit insane and barely functional, so Sweetie Belle has to take care of her. It's a lot like having a retarded parent. Or if your parent, has a stroke and you have to give them sponge baths, because that's your duty as a child.
Yeah.
As being the child, you have to take care of your elders and don't throw them in a home. That's the message this blog is supposed to
why
get.
not?
Because
most people aren't terrible like you.
Yeah, most people don't like putting their parents into a home where the orderlies give them cigarette burns and steal. Yeah.
Oh, it would be so much funnier if this wasn't true.
Yeah. Actually, this actually kind of reminds me, because my mom used to work in nursing homes, and there would always be that one person in the nursing home. It's like everybody else is 70 and 80 years old and shitting themselves and are barely aware of their surroundings. There's always that one person who's 40 years old but has to live in the home because they had a stroke or something. And it just feels so bad for that person. Sorry for bringing the podcast down, anyway.
Wow, now we're all in a somber mood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Feel bad.
We should do something stupid really quickly.
Yeah. Fuck.
That'll be it.
He just dick rectum. All right, let's go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Bipolar Rarity, check that shit out. It's cute and funny. And Rarity's fucked in the head. So, what do you got, Lucky?
Yes. Next thing I've got is I'm not exactly sure when this Tumblr went up, guys. But anyways, Tumblr's called mylittleglitches.tumblr.com, and it's an art style I've actually never seen before, and I discovered it a couple days. Well, I'd seen some of it a couple of days ago, but I went and I followed it today. It's someone takes the screen caps from My Little Pony and makes it look like they're glitched, but does it in an artistic way that makes it kind of like a unifying kind of feel to it. So it's like if you smacked your TV really hard while watching My Little Pony, something like this might happen.
Well, actually, usually those happen when the codec fucks up or the player fucks up.
Some of them are static, and some of them are like that. Like some of them are digital, and some there's two different flavors. It's either you kicked your DVR or you slapped your TV.
Yeah, or you just fucked with the codec.
Or you fucked with the codecs. Anyways, it's really cool, and they actually create some pretty interesting pieces out of it. I wonder how they do it. Anyways, it's really cool. You should definitely check them out if you're into something a little bit alternative in terms of art.
Yeah, totally.
There it is.
Totally. So, alright, cool. Ben, what do you got?
All right,
you actually got a lot of shit. So.
Yeah, my next cool thing for this week is the Ask Choco Marshmallow Tumblr, and I found them because of Chocolate Pony. Chocolate Pony had sent them an ask. It was Choco Marshmallow. Oh, chocolate, cool. And he'd reblogged one of their pieces of art, and I went and I saw their Tumblr. It's a very interesting Tumblr. It's kind of apparent that English is either that is probably the mod's second language, or they don't have very good grammar. But Choco Marshmallow is an adorable OC whose specialty is chocolate, obviously, and it's a really cute little blog. And last reblog that I saw, she's going on a date with Chocolate Pony or something along those lines. Very interesting. And some of the asks that I saw were in what I think is Spanish, and they answered in Spanish. So I think maybe Spanish might be their primary language or their secondary language. It's a very interesting Tumblr. Cute OC, very nice art. Definitely check them out.
I'm not sound delicious. Chocolate sound delicious. Some pony want to taste the chocolate? Yeah. I love making fun of people for not speaking English gooder.
Jesus Christ.
God. Good Lord.
I told my teacher there was only 3 letters I needed to learn. U, S, and A. Oh, great. Sounds like Synthetic Earth just said, fuck this, I'm out.
What? No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Well,
I just muted myself because I'm doing shit.
You muted yourself because you're...
This is what he's done. He puts the mic down, turns 360 degrees, and walks away.
Hey, way to bring up that old joke.
Fag.
It's
such a funny joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
And it's not funny. Oh! Anyway.
Shit, okay, I guess this thing I have is called Disgusting Vulgarity.
Oh boy.
It's made by... This thing is made by a couple of blowhards who think they're better than everybody else. No, actually, it's very well written and poignant Tumblr discussing various aspects of Tumblr culture, or mostly Tumblr culture, I'd say, but it's so far mostly in relation to My Little Pony, and it's Synthetic Earth runs it, so I'm just plugging it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
so,
you talk about it.
Hi guys. Disgusting Vulgarity is actually supposed to be an opinion blog, sort of, run by me and a couple of guys. And we're basically planning to make it, you know how like you see opinion editorials in newspapers and shit? That's what we're doing.
What's a newspaper?
Oh God, kids, please. Don't disappoint me anymore. But yeah, like they're basically like editorials about shit that goes on like within either the Brony community or just the internet or Tumblr community in general. And it's kind of like the way we conduct ourselves is basically, you know, present an argument and try to be as unbiased with it as possible and explain facts and that sort of thing. So, I mean, if you guys are looking for, what do you call it? Maybe a discussion on both sides of a fandom's issue on a certain thing, that's probably what we're going to be addressing in this vlog. So
basically, it's like the complete opposite of this podcast.
Yeah. Where we take a biased approach. We're like the Fox News of My Little Pony podcast.
Jesus.
I like to think that we're a little bit more intelligent than that.
Yeah, considering half the time I'm recording this, I'm barely conscious.
That might be why.
Barely sober.
That might actually be why.
Yeah, I'm either drunk or sober. Wait, no, what? How's that work?
What are you even saying?
I don't know.
God damn it.
I don't know what's happening most of the time.
Are you fools?
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, check it out, Discussing Vulgarity. I didn't put it in there because Synthetic Earth was coming on. I already had it planned. So, yeah, but check it out, dude. It definitely needs a plug. Because you need to get you to fucking write more for it. Or get your buddies to write more for it. Because it's actually I actually read the fucking words you put in there. It's good.
Thanks.
Made me feel smart.
That's coming from him.
Yeah, made me feel like I'm reading Adbusters or something. There. Hey, I quoted something that most people know about. So, okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Alright, and bullshit. What's this final thing you have?
So the final Tumblr that I have, MDefMec actually pointed me at them a while back, but it's a really nice Tumblr. It's called Lady Derpy's Photos, and it's as though Derpy is a model for photo finish. And it's just an all-around general cute blog, but the art style is very shiny, and it's really fun to look at. And their portrayal of Derpy is also pretty adorable. And I highly suggest you guys check it out. It's very cute. It's very safe for work, cute little thing.
Yeah, it's not shiny like Slugbug's glaze, hammy glaze. It's shiny like anime shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite ad she's done is where she snuck to the mall with Pinkie Pie and they put a Slinky on the escalator.
Oh God!
Just sat there for hours. It's like, because that's something I'd do. That's something I would do.
That's because you're dumb, but that's
Yeah, it's mostly because I'm stupid, but that's besides the point. Yeah, that's right on point. Okay, and I guess the last cool thing we have, it's something I have, is an artist that is actually fairly popular. He's kind of new on Tumblr, and he's popular, but he needs to be way more popular because his artwork is very, very high quality. And it's a dude or a chick who runs a Tumblr called Cyber War, and he does pony porn mostly, and it's good.
There's a lot
we sure like that.
Blog.
Yeah, it's really good. Actually, I should make it so that it's a tag. Oh wait, he doesn't have tags. Oh well. But yeah. You'll be able to tell his artwork. It's very high quality. I like it when they actually draw hooves. Like actual hooves. Instead of just some marshmallow tips. I mean, I like the marshmallow tips, but when they actually try to put some realism into it, it's pretty cool. That's kind of why I like EC Major also. So, but yeah, Cyber War, check it out. It's awesome. Alright, let's move on.
Yay.
Onwards to our main topic.
Yay, because we're not
Yay, but this isn't even a pleasant topic, I don't think.
Oh, we never talk about anything pleasant.
Oh, but
No, that's the whole point
this
of
is
this
the kind of shit that just makes me lose faith in humanity.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Isn't that... And let me sidetrack for a moment, but... Like, Defmec, when you were starting up this podcast, you said to me that you wanted to do all the things that other podcasts didn't do. Because all the other podcasts were already doing them, and we'd have nothing to stand on, on its own. And immediately the first thing obviously that came up was porn, because all the other podcasts are safe for work. Most of them are safe for work, with the exception of Electric Brony. And then I posited that a lot of the podcasts didn't want to touch fandom drama for some reason, which I think is a fine subject, because a lot of the drama that happens in this fandom that we've covered and that we will cover, good God, because there is a backlog of things for us to cover, because this fandom is rife with stupid shit.
Discussing vulgarity.
Yes.
It's an interesting thing, and I think lucky us that we have Synthetic Earth on to talk about this one, since he's from Discussing Vulgarity, and I'm sure he'll have quite a few things to say about this. But I'd just like to forward the idea that we're not just a porn podcast. We do talk about other things that I think are necessary to understand, because this fandom has a giant stupid streak in it, and if by any means we can, point that out, even with the 3 people that listen to our podcast, I'd consider that a success.
Yeah. So basically, what this is there was a fan-made MMO that was was in development called Equestria Online. It was just basically like I guess it was like a 2D/3D. Massively multiplayer online game. I'm not too sure if it was supposed to be an RPG or what. I'll just assume it was an RPG, or it could have been like Second Life, I don't know. But basically what happened was, and we got links to both sides of what happened, but I guess the owner of the site, the original person behind Equestria Online, the ideas guy.
His name was Raindrop.
Raindrop, yes. Raindrop said was working on this MMO and needed help, so he recruited volunteers to help, with animation, 3D modeling, world building, and coding, all that good stuff. And I think he ended up having to leave for a bit because he had school or something.
Yeah,
it was school. So he appointed somebody else to be in charge, and then I guess he came back and tried to wrestle control back, and got into a whole stupid fights, and ended up the devs for all the people who volunteered for it left to go, or just took off because they were sick and tired of the bullshit, and now it's basically left back to Raindrop and his little brother, which essentially means Equestria Online's dead. It's probably not coming back.
And the development team that he had have all moved on over to Legends of Equestria, which is another MMO that's being created.
Yeah.
I think it's important to point out that we don't know the full story. Obviously, all we have are the statements from both sides, one from Raindrop and one from the rest of the dev team collectively. And Raindrop insists that he was losing control of the project, they weren't listening to his input anymore, and he felt like they should listen to his input because he was the one who created it, and the dev team felt like he was too controlling and power-hungry, and were tired of him being overbearing. Now, we'll never know which side is absolutely correct, and honestly, I think both sides are incorrect in many ways, and we're being unreasonable, but that's just my opinion. In all actuality, we'll never really know would happen because we don't have chat logs or recordings of the voice logs. But I think there's something to be said here, and I'll just sort of hold my tongue until everyone has talked, because I talk a lot.
Well, I mean, looking from both statements, and I think this is all we'll ever get out of this are these two statements. I kind of want to side with the development team because, yeah, while it was Raindrop's baby, he did give control away with the intent of eventually getting control back. But while he... What's that?
No, you go ahead and finish. Sorry.
Well,
say something.
The thing is that according to the development team, while Raindrop was gone, they developed a code of conduct / NDA. Well, it was more of an agreement, that basically it allowed use of your files if you left, but it also protected you as the creator of the work. And apparently they implemented this code of conduct, and Raindrop was aware of it. It was basically just a set of rules and guidelines on how they would behave. And when Raindrop came back, he completely disregarded the code of conduct. And even though he was aware of the code of conduct, he basically ignored it, even though it was implemented. And that's apparently what angered the development team and led to the dissolution, or no, not dissolution, the dissolving of all development on Equestria Online. And if that's true, I'd kind of want to side with the development team, the volunteers who came in.
I would also side with the development team, but there's something I think Raindrops, if this is true, this is something he should have recognized, is that he's not the best at everything. He's not 8 devs in one. His final say isn't exactly, or may not be, what's best for the project, because he's not a specialist in everything. He's trying. If this is true, it sounds like he's trying to tell the volunteers how to do their job, to an extent, when they don't feel like they need to be told.
And they're not getting paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, an example I like to bring up is my relationship with M-Bullshit. Because it's like, even though I'm essentially the guy behind GCC, I'm the guy who actually pays the bills to keep this thing running. M-Bullshit is actually the person doing most of the work. With audio editing and making sure that our audio sounds somewhat decent, and doing all the work that goes into that, because frankly, that's a bunch of shit I don't care about doing. So yeah, it's like, and because of that, I give M-Bullshit a lot of say in how the podcast is ran, because he knows what he's doing, and I trust him, and also he's basically providing me with a really valuable service for free. So
that's sweet of you, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking blow your nuts a lot. So. I like to blow chunks.
So basically it's
okay. What were you saying, Patrick?
So I said basically it's just because you founded the project doesn't mean you exactly know what's best for it in every single aspect. Yeah, perfect example, probably Star Wars.
Yeah,
that's just something people like to beat up all the time.
Christmas special.
Yeah.
My original vision that I was going to be the Sarlacc pit.
So yeah, it's just.
What's my original vision?
I'm just trying to think of a better example, but that's the best one I can think of.
Well, I don't know. Could we say, even though Ben or M-Bullshit and Lucky got into a huge argument yesterday about it, can we say Duke Nukem Forever, possibly?
What? That makes little sense in this. Wait, does it?
Yes. It makes a lot of sense. Even though...
Think about it for a sec.
Well, because 3D Realms
Actually,
had it.
you're right.
Yes.
But the guy never relinquished control, the head producer, like the creator of Duke Nukem, the concept. He never relinquished control, he just ran out of money.
And then
There's the
THQ
difference.
came.
He had an actual dev team that he listened to, regardless of how awful they were then. Doesn't matter.
Okay, we're not getting into that fight again, okay?
No, we're not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not going to relive it, but I agree.
Saying,
I agree.
This guy didn't relinquish control, so I don't see the
Lucky,
deal.
shut up. We're not bringing up that fucking argument
Not
again.
bringing up that argument. This is between the Equestria Online and him going away for school and whoever ran 3D Realms. It's just drawing a contrast. I don't want to argue about that anymore.
Okay. In case people are wondering, yeah, there was a big argument over Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah.
Lucky won.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, we'll just say that. That's fine. I'm fine. Okay.
Let's just say we were both right.
Yeah, you know what? You won the Duke Nukem Forever argument. We won the Pig War and actually won territory from you guys. We won the San Juan Islands from you guys. You can claim the victory over Duke Nukem Forever. We won the San Juan Islands from you. So there.
Burned down the White House.
And we invaded our Ontario.
Oh, no.
All right. Synthetic Earth, is there anything you'd like to add to this? I know you.
Yeah, well, honestly, I've noticed this a lot in the fandom. It's just like personal issues end up just destroying like a lot of wonderful things. Like sometimes it's the community that just turns artists and stuff off to doing anything regarding the fandom. Like just how Sweatshirt and Crooked Trees like basically kind of were like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore because I don't know, the fandom is just, you know, annoying and bitchy sometimes because they expect everybody to be, you know, like loving and tolerating of them, and that's just like one of the real problems with this community because people have like some sort of elitist attitude that says like, oh yeah, you know, bronies are great because we're the nice guys on the internet, but it's not really true. And that being said, like, there's a lot of personal arguments and shit that happen on Tumblr and other places that just piss people off. And yeah, it just gives our fandom a worse name within itself.
Yeah.
I still stand by the fact that a good portion of this fandom has just become a huge popularity contest, and I think that's part of the reason this
and that was
Online fell apart.
That was the point that I was going to make, actually. Do you mind if I cut in here?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem.
I call it attention whoring. Attention whoring is a massive part of this fandom, and it contributes to the elitism. I'm going to bring up an example that I hate bringing up, and that a lot of our Tumblr listeners will probably, all three of them, will probably hate me for bringing this up, but I'd like to bring up Pony-chan. I originally was going to ask Deathmech to devote an episode to Pony-chan, but I'm sick of talking about Pony-chan, because Pony-chan is a shitty place, and I'm glad for shitty people, and I'm glad I'm not a part of that community anymore. Here's the parallel I'm trying to draw. Pony-chan is run by bronies, and so because of that, the people running it are very invested, you know, in the whole thing, wanting to make sure all of the users are happy, and that is a lovely concept. And I do not fault the moderators and Celestia Mod, also known as Orange. I don't fault them for wanting to make Pony-chan the best possible place for bronies. But here's the problem. They had this tendency to bend to the will of a vocal minority all the time. For a time, it was perfectly reasonable for you to post a picture of a pony with wet panties. You know, no nudity, nothing really actually pornographic about it, just sort of saucy, somewhat sexualized. It was perfectly fine for you to post that. And then people started saying, I don't like this. And so the mod said, okay, we'll make the rules stricter. And so now, if wet panties, that's not really, anything involving foreplay, you can't post. And then people started complaining. A small group of people started complaining. We don't like all the gore that's being posted. And so the mod said, okay, you can only have this much blood, no whatever. They imposed stricter rules, no cupcakes, art, anything like that. And it just became more and more restrictive. And they just once the users found out that they could stand up on the meta board and post a very long text wall of eloquently worded arguments as to why X didn't belong on the site. Once users figured out that they could do that, they could be fucking attention whores and stand up and say, I don't like this, and it is offensive to me, and you should get rid of it. And once they found out they could do that and that the mods would listen to them, that site went off the fucking deep end. Arguments everywhere, people wanting new boards for special things, people wanting certain things on certain boards to be gone and pushed off to another board because it interfered with their enjoyment of the site. People just couldn't if you couldn't stand one thing, the solution was no longer hide the thread, ignore it because I don't like it. It was go to the meta board and tell the mods that everything is wrong with their site and they need to get rid of X users, clicks, whatever. And once it got to that point, that site went off the deep end because everybody has this vision of what they want the fandom to be. Some people want a fandom full of porn. Some people want a fandom where there is no porn. Some people want a fandom where all the furries are gone, and some people just want a fandom to fucking have fun in. Yeah. And everybody's got this vision of the perfect brony fandom, and they will, for whatever reason, fight to the death for that. They'll fight to get a character censored. They'll fight to alienate a user. They'll fight to get rid of a convention or silly, stupid things like that. When the obvious answer is to go, I don't like this, I will hide this thread. I don't like this, I will unfollow this person. I don't like this, I'll stop watching them on DeviantArt. I don't like this, I won't ever go to Fur Affinity again. Very easy fixes. But this idea that the fandom belongs to you and you get to say what the fandom is and what the fandom does is this mentality that simply needs to die. And that is what feeds things like this fiasco at Equestria Online. People getting so absorbed in what they wanted the project to be because they wanted everything to be perfect and they wanted to cater to their fans. It's an unrealistic view, and all it does is serve to factionalize and split apart the fandom. And really, I think that this fandom will be great if everyone just shut up. Yes, I am a proponent of love and tolerance to a degree. I believe that should you find something you like, you love it. Should you find something you don't like, you tolerate it. And if you can't tolerate it, then you ignore it.
I mean, the thing with, love and tolerance being a thing for bronies is, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like internet etiquette in general. I mean, if you don't like something, just go away. It's not like your life's going to be over if this thing continues to happen. If you ignore it, it's going to happen. Well, it's not going to happen. So, honestly, love and tolerance is just sort of a made-up thing by bronies to say, oh, yeah, I originally thought it was just a joke, love and tolerance, so yeah, that's how we deal with things. And I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. But, some kids actually take it seriously.
Well,
and you can kind of compare, this is me sort of joking here. Sorry, Lucky, let me just get this out really quick. You can kind of compare love and tolerance to communism. It's a great ideal, but it's not compatible with reality.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
I think there's two different connotations that you could take with love and tolerance. I think there's two different meanings here. The first one, I think, is the Gandhi approach. Back when this community was just a youngin'. It's basically, when you're getting trolled or when you're getting flamed by the majority of people out there, what are you supposed to do? Love them, tolerate them, and it's the path of, what does he call it? Is it just passive resistance is what it was called? I can't remember what exactly. I can't exactly remember what it was called, but it's, well, everyone knows it's the Gandhi approach. And the other part, I'm not quite sure what it is anymore, but there's a second meaning that the community has applied to it when it got older.
Saying, like, you should agree with me or tolerate.
People stop using it as an arbitrary term, and they stop using it as a
They made it a motto.
They stop using it as an ideology, and they start using it as a platform.
Yeah, a platform from which to launch their arguments about how people suck in the community. It's kind of like... And
that's, I think, because I'm going to be honest, I love
it's just people have just twisted it into their own kind of... into their own ideology, not one embraced by everyone, just by themselves. And again, and when they go and they forward this ideology onto other people, and they go on these crusades against porn, and they go against these crusades on filling places with porn, it makes them feel important, and that's the end of it, really.
I love how you use the word crusades, because I completely agree. We talked a while back about the brony fandom and the furry fandom and the great porn purge that they attempted in the mid-90s. And that's kind of what's going on right now. On the whole...
I mean, like, I think the history of the brony fandom is mirroring that of the furry fandom. It's happened.
No way.
Like, you're watching this happen right now.
Don't say that.
And don't say it's on overdrive. Don't say it's on steroids like that one pony.
But like, it's generally true. Like, this sort of shit just happens again and again. It's not like a new sort of thing.
I think we've talked about this in terms of the parallels between other communities and the bronies and how they refuse to learn from other communities. It kind of boggles my mind still.
Yeah, well, it's kind of ridiculous.
Would it? Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. What I was trying to say is that, like, bronies are very self-important. Like, a lot of these bronies are very self-important. It's kind of annoying. It's like, wow, because your opinion should be believed by everybody else because, you're a true brony or whatever. I was like, the first time I heard the word true brony, I was like, are you fucking serious?
And let's be
actually gonna kill some.
Let's be fair. I mean, right now we are kind of doing that. We're furthering our opinion and that. But
that's true.
But as hypocritical as that may seem, I would like to think that we are asking for a more reasonable approach on the whole. So I'll say love and tolerance, but what that really means is, well, I guess it would be impertinent of me then to bring up the motto that we've been throwing around on our podcast.
What's that? Fuck up?
Grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up.
I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to ask of people.
That's another one of these things. I'm just like, wow, you guys think you're really mature because, like, you're breaking gender stereotypes and this is a great show because it's a great show. Doesn't matter for girls or whatever.
No, I think it's a great show for those people because it makes them feel important. Because they could give two shits about the show.
They wouldn't care, but like the thing is they think that they're mature. When you think that you're mature, clearly you're having an issue. Because like people who are mature don't worry about being mature; they just are.
But it doesn't.
And then there's,
They don't care what other people think as long as they feel they're being mature. As long as they feel they have a purpose here, that's what matters to them. They could give a damn about who they step on.
Oh yeah, and we've discussed those people before in the episode about Derpy, which we will never touch anymore. I'm sick of talking about. But
we killed that a couple episodes back.
We murdered that dog with a knife.
We burned that bridge already.
We fucked that bitch already.
Eat that muffin.
Let me ask this question then, Synthetic Earth. Is it wrong of me then to ask people to be more mature? Is that wrong of me, or is that hypocritical of me?
I mean, I feel like it's not going to even matter because they're not going to listen to you. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, like, I don't know. I feel like the better option is always just to, ignore them because it's the internet and you can do that. Because, like, what are they going to do to you? Other than just be like, oh yeah, this person sucks, whatever. Like, nobody cares. Honestly, if everybody has the attitude that not everybody is, like, if everybody starts with the attitude that they're not, like, the most important person in the fandom, then I don't think we would be having these problems. But, like, in terms of telling people to grow up, if there's a person that you think needs to grow up, probably they're not going to listen to advice from you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like just saying that would just get them more...
Let me ask this question then, Synthetic Earth. I mean, because you run an opinion blog now that we know that, and we run a very opinionated podcast where we call everybody faggots every week, including Lucky, and
mostly Lucky.
What do you predict will happen with this fandom?
It's really hard to say at this point. This is actually a really critical sort of point in this fandom. We can actually decide where it goes from here, because right now shit is falling apart. Like, if it continues the way it's going right now, we're going to end up what happened to, like, the extreme furs. You know what I mean? Like, they're just shunned from society. Like, there's actually no reason that it's acceptable. Like, you know what I mean, though? Like, in real life, they're just like looked down upon universally. Nobody even cares. And I feel like that's where we're going. And people are just gonna leave in droves because like a couple people just ruined the fuck out of fandom. But I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like when the people who are bitching leave the fandom, if they do, and everything starts to settle out, I feel like this will all just roll over really well. I mean,
let's be fair. We are kind of bitching at this
point. Yeah, we're bitching. It's like we thought about this first.
Well, and I'd like to interject a little bit here. In terms of being looked down upon, Synthetic Earth, I think we're well beyond that point.
But
being universally kind of.
But there are there are people I've met that know that I'm a brony actually were very understanding about it. They're like, oh, that's cool, I guess. I mean, they don't really care because, it really depends on the person. In real life, nobody cares if you're a brony. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. But, like, when bronies start to get all, like, fucking public about their shit, it's like, oh, okay. Like, who are you people and why are you so fucking annoying? That's what I mean. Like, when we get public exposure, like, we can just not care. And like, the more we interfere with what Hasbro does, I think, the more we're gonna,
I don't think it really matters what group you're part of. If you pull this shit, you're gonna make yourself look like an idiot.
That's what I mean.
Doesn't matter if you're brony or not.
Let me bring up another anecdote, if you don't mind. A few weeks ago, I was at Animation on Display, a convention in San Francisco, California, with Apple Cider. We were doing some brony stuff there, but at the time on that day, I was wearing a press pass. It was a little badge that said press, and it looked all important. And I wasn't wearing any brony attire. In fact, I was wearing an anime shirt because it was an animation convention. I thought it'd be more in the spirit of things. And Apple Cider was off entertaining a large crowd of bronies like he does. And I was actually standing off to the side, waiting for him to finish because I had to go run a soundboard for him. And I was standing next to... Huh?
But nothing, sorry.
And I was standing next to one of the artist tables, and the artists started chatting me up, I guess because I had a press pass, and they like to do that. And she remarked at how many more people had come to this convention because there was this influx of bronies who had come because there's all this MOP stuff going on. And I was like, I decided, well, let's play around with this. And I said, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on, but all these fucking bronies here, I have no idea where the fuck they came from. And the guy was like, yeah, man, aren't they so annoying? And I said, yeah, man, they're always fucking rubbing shit in your face, and they spread their goddamn ponies all over the fucking internet, and it's like you can't go anywhere without there being ponies, and when you tell them to stop, shut up about ponies, they say fuck you, love and tolerance, and it's really annoying. And he got so like riled up, he got so angry because he was like, yeah, I fucking hate bronies. They're everywhere. They don't shut up about their goddamn show, even though I say I don't care, and I want to talk about anime. So many of my favorite artists have just started only doing ponies and none of the other stuff that I liked before, and it's like, look, I don't care if you watch a show. I watch a show. I watch 5 billion of them because I'm an anime fan. I don't give a shit about your little show. Please stop waving it in my face, was what he said. And and then later on, he saw me walk off with apple cider and we were talking about brony stuff, and he looked at me funny, but that was an interesting conversation that I had, because I think that exemplifies how bronies act on the internet with this like you said, Synthetic Earth, with this air of self-importance, and this drive, this strange need to just wave it in the face of everybody around you. And that's just a story I'd like to share, because I think that is a funny and at the same time disgusting.
It's kind of disturbing. I mean,
yeah.
People do think this, and bronies don't actually give a fuck. It's kind of like, where this is going. This means we're just not going to be. We're going to be universally hated by every other part of the internet.
If we aren't already.
Well, I think we're coming to that point.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
Yeah.
I think there are some interesting parallels we can make here with that little story, Ben. Yeah. In terms of, if you ask me, in terms of fighting for getting a voice on the internet, I will fight for, if you're being oppressed, whatever, fine. I will fight to get on an equal level as everybody else. But as soon as you start talking about extended rights and wanting to shove everything on everyone else, that's when you have to stop.
Yeah.
You're not better than everyone else. You're just on the same level as them. I think that's what needs to happen. And I'm not sure I want to draw the full length of that parallel.
And that's the other thing that I've been saying often is how bronies have this mentality. They think this is the best goddamn fandom on the face of the internet. And you know what? That might be true, but why do you care?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, bronies are really big. Yeah, it's a huge fandom. Holy shit!
I think it's like I think it's like the kids who say there's a classroom and a kid gets an A mark or whatever, and he starts flashing it to the whole entire room. Oh, look, bad, look, whoa.
Yeah. Or it's kind of like all the other fandoms are just sitting in the back of their class, all right, okay.
Just got that in my head. That's funny.
That's what they're doing. They're like, all right, cool.
Who's that weirdo?
It's really sad. I'm really sad.
All right, then, Synthetic Earth, then, can I ask you one more question? Can you draw sort of a bottom line, sort of a conclusion of what you would say to people in general in the fandom on how to either fix this or how to conduct yourself? Is there any sort of conclusion that we can come to on your end?
My opinion, really, what needs to happen is people should realize that, we're not the best, and you're not the best, and, I don't know, grow the fuck up is a good way to express it, because, honestly, you need to understand that you're not the most important thing on the face of this earth, and, your opinion can be argued with, and it doesn't have to be passed into law. I mean, you've been spoiled by Pony-chan. Holy shit. People on Pony-chan are fucking spoiled. It's kind of scary. But, people have been spoiled. Bronies have been spoiled with the amount of power that they have. Because the brony fandom is really, really powerful. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of almost scary. But you can't let it get to your head. you have to remember that you're just another fandom, and you're just another fan. You're just another person who's fucking around on the internet. You're really not that important. I mean, that's what I would say.
Well, if you've never experienced this kind of thing before, ever, then you might, from that perspective, it might seem really easy to feel like you're on top of the world and you're the best person ever.
Yeah.
And that comes back to the argument that there's a lot of new souls to fandoms in this community.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
and I'll be honest. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not one of those.
Absolutely not.
I'm not one of those dickwads who's like, oh, new fags, get out of the fandom. I'm all
I'm
welcome.
for having new people here. I just don't want to give them the wrong idea when they get here.
Yeah, but please, for the love of God, take a note from people who've been on the internet for a while, and just realize, you aren't the best fandom. You aren't everything. Yeah, and like you said, it's dangerous kind of how powerful the Brony fandom is because it's so big, and we're everywhere, and because of that, we are we are under the scrutiny of
the entire
almost the entire internet. I wouldn't say the world because the internet is not the world.
The internet is the world. Shut up. It's my world.
But we are under the scrutiny of a large part of the internet. We're on YouTube, we're on Reddit, we're on Tumblr, Facebook. Even though we have our own sites,
Twitter.
we're on Twitter. We're everywhere, and you kind of have to, act.
When you're put in the spotlight, you have to act like, normal people. I don't know, reasonable people. You can't just keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And expect people to be okay with it.
So, thank you, Synthetic Earth, actually, for that conclusion. I'm going to second that with a grow the fuck up.
Yep, grow the fuck up.
Yep. Yes. Oh, that felt good.
Wow.
That felt good. I didn't have to talk that much this episode, so I'm all right. I talked a lot the last episode, so.
It was mostly King Cheeto who talked. That was a great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very enlightening. Tons of fun.
This has been a good episode too. So yeah. It's just. I don't know. My opinion is like the fandom is like going through puberty right now. It's like it's got the height, it's got the cock, it just doesn't have the brains yet.
Def Mech.
Yeah, it's got the crackly. It's it's.
Don't say anymore. That's perfect.
Okay, yeah.
That's the metaphor of the week. Jesus Christ.
It's metaphor of the decade.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
You're amazing.
You have to go. Sometimes the sexual direction is the exact direction you need to go. That is the problem.
I don't say a whole lot of smart shit. That just
I'll second that.
Oh, God.
I'm too tired to even tell you to fuck off. So.
All right, I think we pounded out this subject quite a bit.
I know what
we did pound it out.
Ben says gay
so
things.
funny. It's funny.
Maxim Magazine, FHM.
Stop being so hot.
I think if there's anything else anyone would like to add, I think we can wrap this up.
All right.
I'm actually good.
Wait, I never really said what I do I? Did I?
We mentioned we have this little segment afterwards, after our topic, where we pimp our shit. So why don't we start with you, Synthetic Earth? Where can our listeners find you?
Oh, well, I actually run a couple different blogs. For one, I run syntheticearth.tumblr.com, no spaces, that sort of thing. I also run The Lady Grayscale, which is my art blog, and I run, Dateline Pinkie Pie, and I also run My Little Pony Problem with a couple of other people.
My Little Pony Problem doubled my followers.
It does?
It did.
Back when I posted a Pinkie Pie picture a long time ago with the story.
Who are you? Lucky?
Who? Yeah.
Lucky? Yeah, that Pinkie Pie picture. Ivory Blood. That was good.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Thanks.
Which one was that?
Yeah,
That was with the panties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
I remember that one. That was good.
Wow.
Yeah, Lucky, you're talking to Synthetic Earth. This guy, like, wants to be inside. He wants to be inside and be Pinkie
Every
Pie.
single reasonable picture of her. Okay? I searched the internet for that shit.
Hold on. No, let me be kind of an attention horse. Synthetic Earth, did you read the story that came with it?
Oh yeah, definitely. What? How would I not? Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great.
Yes.
That reminds me. On My Little Pony problem, we also plug Clopfix. That's another sort of that we do.
Just a little aside. That post that was made, it was a picture by Lucky and the story by myself. Is that we're still planning on making that a project, right?
Yes, we are.
Yep, that's still a project. I'm actually working on the story for the next post.
Oh, good.
Fun
Yeah,
times.
we're going to make that a series where I draw a picture and then hear a story about it.
That would be nice.
But anyways.
Oh, and on the topic of fanfics and clopfics, I'm not going to say really much of anything right now, but myself and Bullshit are planning something that will probably planning a little project right now that will probably see the light of day probably later in April.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah, so we're not going to announce anything yet, but just dropping a little hint that something may be coming up that, especially fanfic and clopfic, people will really enjoy. So.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah.
It's
going to be a lot of fun.
Never mind.
Oh, I really want to know what this is. What the hell?
We'll tell you.
Oh, actually, I think
we'll tell you after we've recorded.
Yeah, that's
fine.
You'll be in the know.
Yeah.
You'll be in the groove.
So everybody, that's our guest, Synthetic Earth, and I think we can list off our Tumblrs before we call it a night. So starting with our illustrious main host who pays the bills.
Fuck.
That's his block. Next person.
Yes. Yeah. I think I'm just going to change the title of my blog to fuck. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So, all right. It's in deathmech.com titled fuck. So, Ben?
I am in Bullshit, otherwise often called on this podcast as Ben. That's my real name. And you can find me at mbullshit.tumblr.com. Link is in the show notes. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought I was interrupting for a minute. I was like, oh, God, I interrupted. No. Hi, I'm Lucky, otherwise known as Patrick, and you can find my personal Tumblr at lucky-nsfw.tumblr.com, and my main Ask blog, askislamashai.tumblr.com, and there's a dash in between the Ask and Islamashai, and you can ask that Islamic pony things. And that's what I do. Takes up my time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And actually, if you do go to deathmatch.com, you can see I just changed the name of it. So, there you go.
That's a reasonable look at his blog, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Also, you can go look at my blog. Well, you probably won't see it by the time this episode's up. But you can see a guy trying to smoke a bong while wearing a fursuit, and it's hilarious. This is why you don't... Oh, wait, no, he's not smoking a bong. He's smoking what's that called? A hookah. And he fucked up. Yeah, hookah. And he fucked up. So, that's hilarious.
And the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade podcast has its own blog at grandcanterlotcavalcade.tumblr.com. Link is also in the show notes.
Were you just about to say Cumblr?
I almost said Cumblr. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Good lord. What have I
shit. I reserved that URL.
What have I become?
All right, I think that just about wraps up this episode, so...
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up, throw it in the can.
Good night, everybody.
Yep,
good night. Fuck off. Bye.
Another slice.